A happy Monday morning to you. Just making sure that we are officially live. There we are. So, again, a happy Monday morning to you. I hope this finds you and yours well. I'm Dawna of the Hearth of the Mental Mystic, and I do these Monday morning messages, every Monday morning, and I am glad to have you here. This morning, as I was preparing the post for this live, I received Move in Flow. And that is what we're going to focus on today. So, how was your weekend? Did it go well? I know mine did. They always seem to go by really fast. So, um, I don't have a whole lot of housekeeping this morning. I will put a link in the comments for the Community Hearth. It's a network that's much like Facebook, and it even has its own app, which I think is pretty cool. It's built on Mighty Networks, and the Community Hearth is a network. It's a safe space for mystical and spiritual seekers to connect, grow, and evolve. I don't know about you, but I've been finding even a carefully curated news feed lately can be a bit of a drain energetically. And for me personally, I use Facebook to keep in contact with friends. We were a military family up until 2012, 2013. And so we moved around a lot. So I've met a lot of people, I've made a lot of friends. And for me, Facebook is a good way to not only keep in touch with my family, my extended family, but those friends I've made over the years. And so that's what Facebook, aside from my business dealings, that's what Facebook is for me. Now, I like to keep tabs with these people, but not everyone is among them is spiritually inclined. And so I don't actually feel 100% that I can be me in my newsfeed. And so I've created the Community Hearth as a way to get with like-minded people. So if that's something that you're interested in, I will put the link here in the comments. There. So we are a growing network, and it has been described as being lovely and peaceful. And so if it resonates with you, we would love to have you. So, okay, so Move in Flow was our first message. And as I was talking about the community hearth, I had a card fall out at me. It's number 18, the moon, Archangel Haniel. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Today I am using the Angel Tarot cards by Radley Valentine. And that card, I don't believe that there's a message so much as Archangel Haniel saying that she's here, announcing her presence. So hello, Archangel Haniel. We're glad to have you here. But move and flow. What do we need to know about moving in flow? What does our team, what does your team and my team and the angels want us to know about moving in flow? Queen of Fire. Confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. Now, if I remember correctly, I did a reading for a friend this weekend. A friend who is probably watching this as she gets ready for work. You know who you are. And if I remember correctly, this card came up. So, stretch your wings and fly. When we tap into the cosmic energy, when we reach out telepathically, psychically, intuitively to our spiritual team and the angels, when we reach out, when we stretch, and when we fly, we get in that flow. We get in that flow and we are more open to intuitive guidance. We are never alone. We always have our team and the angels with us. Often we see this as being separate from ourselves, somewhere up there. In truth, there is no division. We can see them as being all around us, but in truth, we are one. We are one energy. So when we stretch our wings and fly, we embody more of ourselves, our what is known as higher selves, but our inner beings, that divine spark within us that is part of the whole, that is part of source. When we spread our wings and fly, we embody, fully embody that being. We start allowing that being to run the show. Because in truth, that divine spiritual being is beyond time and experienced, many of us have experienced more lives than we can count. And so that spiritual being that our physical form embodies has more wisdom, not only about the spiritual or the physical experience, but being spiritual, being a spirit being, more wisdom than we could even comprehend. Because not only has that divine being collected experiences throughout the millennia, if we're being linear, not only in this dimension, but many other dimensions, not only in this physical reality, but many other physical realities. But it is connected to source. It is connected to what some call the higher God mind, the one. It has access to every bit of universal knowledge available that exists. So when we're able to tap into that part of ourselves and fully embody it and allow it to run the show, then we are stretching our wings and flying. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and your creativity. Creativity is our divine essence in action. Yes, our divine essence in action. And when these fell out too, when we are stretching our wings and flying, when we are embodying our divine being and in flow with universal energy, the world is ours. A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. But I just sense that we have the world. We embody the universe. Yes, we embody the universe when we are in flow, when we've taken a step back and are allowing the wise self, our inner being, to run the show. And then 10 of Earth. We also, the message says a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. We're able to see the little things in life. We are able to experience the magic. When we are in flow, everything seems to fall into place for us. When we are moving from our divine selves, everything seems to just flow, be in the flow. That's when synchronicities occur, divine timing. Queen of Water, tender-hearted, empathic, patient, and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Yes, trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. That is when, yep, I've discovered when I'm in the flow of energy, when I'm channeling, um, when I'm connected and receiving divine guidance, my nose starts to run. So I've started keeping a handkerchief beside me. So, yes, when we're in the flow, life life just seems to flow. It seems it's full of synchronicities. It feels like it's full of magic. Our ability to create what we desire to see is multiplied. It's amplified. And I'm being reminded that if we have not reached that point in our lives, it does not say anything against us. Where we are on our path does not define us. It only has the meaning which we, our human selves, give it. We are exactly where we're meant to be. Get some water too. We are, wherever we are on our journey, our spiritual journey, that's exactly where we're meant to be. Because you know what? We wouldn't be there if that's not where we were meant to be. We each develop at the pace that is right for us. And we are neither advanced or inferior. I'm not getting the words, but I'm being shown that no matter where we are on our path, it doesn't define us. There are no categories, there are no hierarchies where spirit is concerned. We're exactly where we're meant to be on our path. Because if we weren't meant to be there, we wouldn't be there. So, but that the the being in flow, where we're experiencing synchronicities right and left, where we're being guided in our actions, that is where we're meant to be. That, I don't want to say that's the finish line, because we're never finished. As a spirit, we're never finished. Even if our soul, our spirit stops incarnating here, it will be somewhere else. It'll be in another dimension. It'll be in another form. It We're always evolving as a spirit. We're always evolving. And so being in flow, while that is the goal, it's not the finish line. And the goal basically is to return to the wholeness of our spirit. To the wholeness of our spirit. To be and to act from our spirit, our spirit running the show. That is the flow. That is where the magic happens, and that is where everything falls into line. That is the goal, but not the finish line. The Empress, Archangel Gabriel. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. What else do we need to know about moving in flow? The Chariot, Archangel Metatron. An, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. I think that the intended message, I feel the intended message is an important achievement. That is what we're working toward. Is there anything else that we need to know about this? Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, and change your life now. So, change your life now. Learn how to get into the flow. So, for those who might not be aware of getting into the flow, I think that is something that I will ponder more on. I'm aware of it, of course. It's how I use my intuitive gifts, but, and it's something that I've been learning how to do in my daily life. And, but it's not something that I can just explain right at this point in time. So it is something that I will address if you're interested. Um, I believe I will do a blog post about it. So if you're interested in that, you can go to thementalmystic.com and blog. I'll put the link. And if you subscribe, you will receive updates and announce or notifications when it is posted. I will also post it here on the page. And I do um, I do intuitive readings if you are interested. And you can go to the website and schedule a session. So, and I'm adding that link as well. So, I hope you have a fabulous week. Yesterday did open the window for the full moon. The full moon is actually on Wednesday, which is the 2nd. And it's in Pisces. So if you experience a little emotional energy more than normal, that would have a lot to do with it. Pisces also rules over our intuition. So be open to divine guidance, and that will be more for the blog post I'll be writing, or the blog post I'll be writing will be helpful in dealing and reaching out for the divine guidance. And the window stays open for 7 days. That's 3 days before the full moon, the day of the full moon, and 3 days after. Um, the period that I call the potent portal is the day before, the day of, and the day after. And that is when the energy is definitely at its strongest. So just be aware of that and practice self-care, extreme self-care if necessary. So, and if you are interested in learning more about um, about the energies of the moon and how we can work with them, I do have a community where I share that, and I'm still trying to get firm on where I'm sharing what. So it's a learning process. So anyway, I hope you have a fabulous week. I will be back on Wednesday for the full moon reading. And until then, I hope you are well and stay well. Take care, and I will see you then. Bye bye.